Well, if you don't mind, can I ask you one question? Because it has not been discussed during the interview. How much would you offer for this position? Anything is fine for me. I just want to get started in your company. I believe $10,000 per month will be fine. Well, I haven't researched much about your company, so I really don't know how much to ask for. Assalamu alaikum and a big hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, a big hello. My name is Razia Khatun. I am a HR strategist and a life coach, and I help students and young professionals like you to a career, mindset, and life you're really worth of. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about interview question, and that is, well, now I would like to know from you, what are your salary expectations? So keep watching my video till the end because it's definitely going to help you in your future interviews. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do it right now because it's the biggest indicator for me to create more engaging and useful content for you. Do hit the bell notification icon so that it updates you on a weekly basis whenever I upload a new video, especially for all of you. So as always, I respect your time. So without any further ado, let's jump into the agenda. Number one, we are going to cover when and why do interviewers or employers ask this question. Number two, 5 best strategies to answer this question. Number three things you should avoid while answering this question. And towards the end, I will give you my bonus tip. So keep glued in till the end of the video. So coming to the first point of our agenda, when do interviewers ask you this question? Interviewers ask this question at 2 phases of your interview. Now coming to the point that why do employers ask you this question? Why do interviewers ask this question? A very simple reason. Every position in the company is budgeted. So they want to know if your salary expectations are in consistency with their allocated budget, whether you fit in their allocated budget or not, because they need to spend more time and efforts into your further rounds of interview. So if your expectations are higher than their allocated budget, of course, they will not move forward with your application. As simple as that. And secondly, they want to know if you value yourself and your skills, abilities, and talents. So if you know your worth, you will know your market value. Unfortunately, if you quote a salary which is much higher or much below than the market value of that position, it gives the impression to them that either you are undervaluing yourself or overpricing yourself. So here's a useful tip for all of you. If this question is asked to you towards the very beginning of the interview process, then you need to deflect this question. You don't need to exactly answer the question. Why? Because you don't need to miss out a potential chance of an interview just because of your salary expectations. So you need to be very smart in answering this question when it's being asked towards the initial round of your interview. And I'm going to tell you how you can answer it in the most professional and smart way. So here there are a few samples which will help you to answer this question very professionally, very smartly, without actually revealing your salary expectations. My salary requirements are flexible, but I do have significant experience in the field that I believe adds value to my candidature. Therefore, I look forward to discussing in more detail to get a better idea of what the position entails. That way, I can provide a more accurate expectation. I'm sure ABC company will be offering a competitive salary within the industry standards. At this point of time, my only priority is to prove my worth to the company. I'm open to discuss it once I further get into the interview process and I have a solid understanding of what the position entails. My salary range is flexible. I would, of course, like to be compensated fairly for my decade of corporate experience and award-winning sales record. However, I'm open to discussing specific numbers once we have discussed the details of the position. So you can definitely customize your answers as per the samples I just discussed, because these are smartly answered and they don't risk the potential chances of the next round of interview. So be intelligent, be smart, and be meticulous when this question is being asked to you towards a very early phase of the hiring process. So if you are sticking to my video till now, that means I'm making sense to you. You're finding my content meaningful. So please give me a big thumbs up. So now coming to the second point of our agenda. What are the 5 perfect strategies to answer this question? Number 1 is know your market. So now the question comes, how do you know your market? Before you walk in that first round of interview, do a thorough research. Find out what the others are getting for the same position in the same geographical location. You should do a proper research on what is the salary for the position you're applying for. Review the job description. Many companies are transparent and they reflect the salary range in the job posting. And now the social media is there. You can definitely reach out to your professional network, to your community in LinkedIn, and try to contact people holding the same position in different companies to get a fair idea on how much the compensation package would be for that particular position. And definitely you can check relevant professional websites such as glassdoor.com, salary.com, Indeed, PayScale, Bureau of Labor Statistics, etc. So this strategy of knowing your market really helps you. Why? Because if you're going to negotiate your salary, then you are sure that you have got all the facts right from authentic, relevant sources. And now the second very important strategy, know your professional value. And how do you do that? You see your job title, you see your number of years of relevant industry experience, the number of years of leadership experience you're having, number of years of overall experience you're having. Then you see your educational qualification, the job location matters as well. Then your recent quantifiable achievements, they are really a value addition to know your professional worth, your licenses, your certifications, special skill sets. The supply and demand of your expertise in the market also matters a lot in understanding your professional worth. And definitely the cost of living is also a major attribute. So if you're able to have a holistic blend of all these key elements, then you will be able to quote your professional value in the most efficient manner. So the third important strategy while answering this question is, let the employer or let the interviewer discuss about their salary first. The general rule of thumb is that you should not be the one to initiate a salary discussion, all right? Because a compensation package is important, but not towards the early stage of the interview. It may be negotiated towards the later stage of interview at your own terms, not only what the company is offering. So initially you need to focus on what value you are able to provide to the company. Once you have convinced them, obviously you will be getting a good compensation package. But then the rule of thumb is that they should be the ones to initiate the salary discussion and not you. Remember it. Also, it will give you more leverage to your salary negotiation. So the fourth important point to answer this question is provide a range. Don't stick to a particular salary figure. Provide them a range because it opens the room for more negotiation. And quote a slightly higher salary because it's always easier to negotiate downward rather than upward. And make sure that you have mentioned it, that it's negotiable. You are open for discussion to demonstrate your flexibility. The employer should know that you are flexible enough to negotiate on the salary part. All right. So here I would like to share a small yet a practical effective tip with all of you. For example, you research on Indeed.com for a typical compensation package for a particular role. You have to make sure that the low end of your range should be your lowest acceptable salary. You should at least have a floor rather than a ceiling. So what I mean by this statement is that if you want a salary of $70,000 annually, all right, then your range should be $70,000 to $80,000. So a difference of $5,000 to $10,000 is acceptable, and it should be the difference between your lower end and the higher end of the salary range. So here I'm giving you two samples how to customize and capitalize your answer more effectively. I'm open to discussing what you believe to be a fair salary for the position. However, based on my previous salary, my knowledge of the industry, and my understanding of this geographical area, I would expect a salary in the general range of $X to $Y. Again, I am open to discussing these numbers with you. I would like to learn more about the specific duties required of this position, which I look forward to in this interview. However, I do understand that the average salary for a candidate with my level of experience, skills, and certifications in this city is in the range of $X to $Z, which in my case is definitely negotiable. And the fifth strategy is don't just limit yourself to an annual compensation package. Negotiate in terms of benefits and allowances which the company is offering. You need to clearly mention that this is a basic salary you're expecting, in addition to the company benefits and allowances, such as health insurance, retirement benefits, bonuses, working from home options, annual leaves, etc. So here's a sample which will help you incorporate this strategy into your perfect answer. I'm seeking a position that pays between $75,000 to $80,000 annually. but I'm open to negotiate my salary depending on company benefits, allowances, bonuses, and other opportunities. So these were the 5 key strategies to answer this question perfectly right. So in the comment box below, let me know which one is your perfect strategy, and we can definitely take the communication forward from there. And now coming to the third point of our agenda, 3 things you should avoid while answering this question. Number 1, avoid giving an exact amount. Don't give that impression to the hiring manager that you are not open for any negotiation. You're not flexible. Number 2, being unprepared. Walking in for the interview without actually knowing your market value can definitely lead you to accept a salary which is much lower than what you deserve. Number 3, too high a salary. Don't quote a salary which is much higher than the industry average. You may end up losing a perfect career opportunity in that case. And as promised, here's a bonus tip for all of you. Be confident to state your salary expectations at the right time. So how you're confident while stating your salary expectations? You should have a very confident body language. You should support your recent quantifiable achievements using the STAR technique. And if you're not aware about this technique, click on the link above to get a fair idea on this STAR technique. And be prepared to negotiate. Many candidates shy away from asking for more money because they think it may cost them the job offer. But remember that a crying baby gets the milk, right? So if you don't ask for it, of course you will not get it. And if you negotiated with your supporting evidences, with your quantifiable achievements, at least there are fair chances that you may have a higher starting salary at least. So try to negotiate. Be confident when you're negotiating your salary expectations. All right? And we come to the end of this video. Do share this with your family and friends because we are together in this education journey. And before you leave my video, before you leave my channel, you know the drill. Please like, share, and subscribe to my video. And do hit the bell notification icon so that it updates you once I upload a new video on my channel. All right? So I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care, keep smiling, and keep learning. Ciao!